Hi Capricorn, welcome to your fortnightly taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Cappy, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So a couple of things. First one, check out all three, because these are only tarot, check out all three, your sun, moon and descendants, so that you know which part of you I resonate with most as a reader, all right? And there's going to be different ones for different folks. And also the word fortnight means 2 weeks. It's a word that we use a lot here in the UK, or maybe, well, starting to get less, but a fortnight literally represents a period of 2 weeks. Lots of people ask in the comments, so I thought I would address that here. Okay, so for your cross purposes, what are potentially the things getting in the way of all of this stuff that you are trying to do or to create over this fortnight? And for this, you have the Temperance card. Very interesting. So with a completely different deck, Sagittarius also got this same card, the Temperance card, in this position. And for them, what I said was whatever it is that you're trying to do to create or to welcome into your life is somewhat at odds with the energy that surrounds you at the moment. And the reason I say that is because the Temperance card is actually about alignment. It's about matching your inner and outer vibrations, right? And so what this suggests is that the energy that surrounds you at the moment, whether this is at work, at home, in your local neighborhood, in your family, within a relationship, it's the energy that surrounds you is a complete vibrational mismatch to whatever it is that you're trying to create. And we can't change the environment that we're in. We can't, well, yeah, I've got a few arguments with that statement, but for to keep it a shortish video, you can't change other people, right? That much is actually true. You can only change how you interact with them and adapt with them and all the rest of it. What I will say to you in that regard then is this. Find a way to ask yourself what the longevity of the connections that are surrounding you actually are. All right, so that's what you can't really change or is out of your control. What are your, excuse me, that's on the macrocosm. What's on the microcosm? Where is it that maybe potentially you're getting in your own way? There's that Capri yawn. For this, you got the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so money, finances, resources. You may be tempted, we've seen this, you know, Capricorn is, you guys are kind of, like, I mean, I know all Saturnian people, Capricorns and Aquarius, we age backwards, which is why, like, as everybody else ages into themselves, Capricorns and Aquarians look younger as they age, and they kind of, their outlook gets younger as well. But it looks like you guys are coming into your teenage years, because I got Capricorns left and wild. It's like girls gone wild out here. Like girls and guys and people gone wild out here. Capricorns in the busy. Sorry, I'm having way too much fun here. Behave, Raph. So the Ten of Pentacles, it does suggest that you're getting a little bit lax and free with your money over this fortnight, which there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, just remember, if it's going to give you a whole sense of like remorse later on, maybe try to moderate yourself, right? Don't limit yourself, but try to moderate yourself, all right? When it comes to your actions and interactions with the world at large, you've got the Star card, beautiful. You've got the Five of Pentacles, okay, and you've got the Eight of Swords. I'm going to tell you straight up, this is not a fortnight for gambling, okay? Especially online gambling, anything to do with cryptocurrency, all of that stuff is a big no. Now, most of you tend to steer clear of this stuff anyway because it's not tangible. But I gotta be honest with you, with this combination of cards, there's a potential here that you lose money on something, and it may very well be because you're trying to make money. So this could be like, you know, it's like Sod's Law, right? Like that one time that you sort of say to yourself, you know, fuck it, I'm going to be a little bit reckless. I'm going to put some money on a horse, right? Or, you know, I'm going to put 500 quid into a cryptocurrency, like, and it kind of doesn't go off. You can still do all of those things. It's just that this fortnight is not the right time for it. Now, in terms of your future goals and plans, the plan is fine. The resources that you need to enact that plan, you've got your numbers wrong. It's very rare to say that to a Capricorn, and I know a lot of you are probably scowling at me right now. And remember, if you throw something at the screen, it's yours that you're going to damage, not mine. Right, so just watch out for that. But this, yeah, it really does suggest to me that it's like the plans that you have for the future are fine. The plans are solid. What you're telling yourself you need financially to enact these plans is what the numbers are off. For your career and communications, you show up for yourself. So you've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Lady of Earth. You have the Death card, okay, and you have the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is likely to be a Scorpio male. Now, what I want to say to you is this. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this could literally be that the people that surround you, sorry, that's my nail. The people that surround you are somewhat at odds with your way of doing things. For those of you that work for yourself, for those of you that work for someone else as an employee, I'm sorry to say this, in the career or in the academic sector, this is where your cross purposes are coming from. It's not coming from within the home, it's coming from the work and the career. You're going to notice there's a clash of sorts this fortnight, and for some of you, this may literally be a deal breaker. You might say to yourself, you know what, I'm out of this job. I've done enough, I've given enough, whatever it is. 9 out of 10 Capricorns are highly, highly employable people, so I have no doubts you'll be able to find something very quick. And you know, you guys tend to be a bit more settled and a bit more pragmatic than, say, the Aquarius, who will walk out of a job without having anything to go to. It just depends on how bad the situation is, right? Now, for those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, or, you know, on a contractual basis, this could very well be that a Scorpio person, potentially a Scorpio male, is helping or assisting you in looking after yourself more and creating more revenue for yourself. So there's someone here that is really able to challenge you. And to be honest with you, it would take a Scorpio to challenge a Capricorn. There are few signs that can do it. You know, all of the fixed signs tend to be able to kind of go head to head with you guys. Sometimes an Aries, the rest of them don't really stand a chance, to be quite honest. So I wonder if this is someone that's, you know, they're giving you the challenge, they're really pushing you, they're really goading you to get the most out of you, but this is where the cross purposes are. All right, and that's an interesting one. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, the suggestion here is you are potentially breaking ties with a couple or a set of people, maybe not a group per se, but like people, let's say you have like a really tight knit of friends, and let's say 2 of them are a couple. You could be phasing them out now. For your love and relations, you've got the 5 of Swords, okay, with the 6 of Wands, okay, and the Ace of Cups. I actually really like this because it means that there's a challenge that arises for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments. There's a challenge that arises for either you or your partner, but rather than kind of get huffed about it, it's like you close ranks and you start working on this thing together immediately. You'll get rid of this, or you'll get round it, you'll circumvent this very quickly, right? And I love this because it's almost like through that conversation or through that connection, you have the right sort of input that you need that helps you kind of, you know, get something back on track. For those of you that are single, you are likely to be connecting with someone this week or this fortnight, but the way that this works is this person is absolutely going to get on your nerves. They might really grate you, and I wonder if this is a Scorpio that you're meeting through your work. If you are, let's say, a Capricorn with a Scorpio ascendant, this is same kind of energy. This will be somebody that you meet from work or somebody that you meet through your work anyway. And this person straight up is going to give you the challenge, right? This is somebody that you will not be able to best very easily, if at all. For your money and materials, you have the Ace of Wands. So look at this, right? You've got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. This usually represents a pregnancy. So for a select few of you, if you don't want that experience, you know how to handle your business. For those of you that are looking to have children, wonderful news. Then you've got the Two of Swords. So this could literally also be that you're birthing an idea. And then you've got the Four of Wands, which is another reason to celebrate. The finances are getting a nice boost. And it's like you're doing this in a way that is easy. It's almost like it's harmonious. So for some of you, this could be a new contract. For some of you, it could be new clients. For others, this is you focusing on bringing money in a way that actually feels like enjoyment for you. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, I love this for getting the right results. Now, especially for those of you, and I'm not a doctor, I can't give you medical advice, this is not a diagnosis, especially for those of you that have had problems with eyesight, and or headaches. This is actually, you're finding a solution to this that is manageable, that isn't toxic. So I really like that. And then when it comes to your home and environment, this is good news that comes into the home, especially for those of you that are partnered, because it's news that's coming in through the partner. But it's also a future plan that you have when it comes to your living situation now starts to become viable or possible. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.